Hi, my name is Kevin Conley, and I'm an applications engineer with Ernest Machine Products. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video series on plow bolts. In this series, we plan on trying to give you a better background on where plow bolts are used, some of the different designs that are available in plow bolts, what Ernest Machine Products can offer you in the way of technical support and applications issues that you might come to. I know many of our customers are very familiar with plow bolts and their applications. Some of you might not have any clue where plow bolts are used, and hopefully this series of videos that we're providing will give you an idea of where these items are used, how to sell them, what kind of recommendations you can provide, what kind of technical support Ernest can offer you in your ability to sell this product. But in today's video, we just want to give you an opening idea of where plow bolts are used. Today we're in the Rocky River, Ohio service garage. This is a typical application, a typical customer that uses many plow bolts in their applications. As you can see, we're lined up here. The garage has all their plows ready for the snow season to begin. In our plow bolt application, what plow bolts are actually used is the number 3 head is the common plow bolt used in the industry today. The number 3 head plow bolt bolts the blade to the mold board. This is the mold board. The actual plow is called the mold board. These bolts are what's used to bolt the blade to the mold board. In many different applications, a lot of customers have different ways, different nuts of how they want to assemble it, different washer assemblies. In this assembly here, you can see they use a curb protector on top of their blade. That does require a longer and different style of bolts in the applications. And through this series, we'd like to give you a feel for what complementary items are used with plow bolts, different applications, and some recommendations you can provide to your customers to help get better use out of them. Today, let's walk around this garage and we'll look at some different applications that are using plow bolts. Again, here you see the entire line of snow plows that go on the bigger machines. The big machines here that do the main road work for Department of Transportation companies, service garages. There's a common customer that uses the number 3 head plow bolt that we sell. But there are also other applications, and we're going to take a walk around here now. Snow plow is very popular this time of year, but construction equipment is also another time of year. And right over here in the corner we have some construction equipment. We'll take a walk over there. Let me show you another application. How'd that go? This is another application using the plow bolts. Here's a front end loader where you can see these guys have a blade on the front end of the product that uses plow bolts to assemble that blade on there. A couple things we want to get, ideas we want to get across to you in this series is some of the recommendations that have to be used, what strength levels are used, how you go about assembling it. The most critical component with a plow bolt is your plow bolt must outlast the blade. The blade is a much more expensive component in this type of an assembly than the bolts themselves. So the bolts that they're assembling these blades with better keep it secure, better do the job for the application, and they need to outlast that blade so you get full service life out of these blades when you replace them. If your bolts fail on you, if your bolts come loose, you're going to damage the blade. The cost of the bolt is relatively inexpensive compared to the cost of that blade and the service time where you have to take this piece of equipment out of service to come back and get that repair done. Ernest Machine Products, we feel we offer some of the better quality plow bolts out there for any kind of blade attachment you're going to be running into. This kind of heavy-duty equipment also uses what we call the number 3 head design, but usually in a lot bigger diameters. And the bigger the machine, the bigger the diameter that we have. And Ernest Machine Products offers every size that you'd ever want to run into, and we'll get into in later videos the different styles and configurations of plow bolts that are used in the applications and what we would recommend for you to be able to carry to fully service your customers. Let me show you one more application in a plow bolt application. Now this application over here, this is one of the smaller blades. As we said earlier, the big Department of Transportation trucks out there use the bigger plow bolts. Some of these smaller plows that go more on a pickup truck, they use what's actually called a carriage bolt. A lot of your customers will call a carriage bolt design with the domed head square neck a plow bolt also. But most of these smaller applications, they again, just like the big guys, will have the blade. This one here has a curb protector on it. But they'll use this style of bolt to assemble the blade to the mold board of the plow itself in the carriage bolt application. And in the course of this series, I'll try to educate you on what applications are using what we call the number 3 head style of plow bolt and the applications that are using a carriage bolt style, which is commonly called a plow bolt in our industry.